The disconnect between Black Americans and Black Brits is always going to be that they are foreigners and we are not, right? They are the antithesis of our existence. Black America was created alongside white America, right? Our food, our language, our culture, our mannerisms all grew alongside white America, not integrated into white America, right? Integration is a fairly new concept for Black America. Unlike for the Black Brits, where they are all immigrants, right? They are only 2 to 3 generations in Britain. So their way of making it in their country is assimilating, right? Assimilation was their survival tactic, right? The more you familiarize yourself with British norms and whatever is how you rise in society. That has never been true for Black America, like quite literally ever. No amount of assimilation in America is going to achieve us freedoms, rights, or whatever you want to call it. Which honestly is true for them too, but they don't see it that way because they don't have 400 plus years of experience in a country to say, hey, we know it's not going to work because we tried it, right? And this is true for like all foreign groups, right? They think the way to succeed is to assimilate. And that's why people look down on Black Americans, because we do not assimilate. But we are not foreigners. We are not immigrants. If people stop looking at us as an immigrant class, then they would understand why America is broken and why things are going the way that they are, right? You're treating a group of people that you forced into this country who have been here longer than most Americans, who you refuse to treat right? And most people, most foreigners assume that treatment that we receive from America comes from us not assimilating, right? Because they know in their countries, right, assimilation, getting to know the cultural norms, following the rules is a way to succeed. That's not true here. That's just not the way America works. Assimilation was never the issue because they didn't want us to assimilate. They didn't want us around. So we built our own culture. We built our own societies, our own norms, our own foods, our own everything. And it was still met with disrespect because the goal was always to destroy us. And that is what foreigners and Black British people do not understand. But it's also the same reason why Black unity is getting nowhere. Because in their minds, we are holding them back by being the rebels. Right? By rebelling and refusing to assimilate to white supremacy and white supremacist structures, we are holding them back, making them look bad, giving global Blackness a bad name, when in reality, it's the reverse, right? We have done everything in our power for 400 years to receive equality, only to be met with destruction. This is why I say that Black America is always the key to global freedom, right? Because we are proof that no matter what you do in a white supremacist structure, when you try to accumulate actual power, you will be met with violence. But I digress.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are tackling a debate that has been circulating across social media. The idea of whether or not Black Americans look like Africans. Some people believe this question is worth arguing over, but many Black Americans are saying this is nothing more than an asinine debate that does more harm than good. We are here to break it down. So guys, the ongoing debate about whether Black Americans look like Africans, it has sparked endless back and forth online, but many are calling it an asinine and divisive conversation. So guys, in this video, we are going to highlight the voices of Black Americans who are saying it's time to rise above these surface level arguments and focus on unity and focus on progress and shared history instead of division. From the struggles of the diaspora to the common fight against oppression, this video sheds light on why physical comparisons are irrelevant when the real mission is connection, empowerment, and solidarity. So guys, let's get into these clips. I'll be back with more commentaries. Let me get your thoughts in the comment section.
A bunch of content creators have been saying they can tell the difference between a Black face and an African face. There have been a lot of non-think pieces on this, and I've been avoiding the topic like the plague, but I just wanted to just add a tiny bit of context. This is weird. Even saying it is strange to me. Why do we have to establish that, oh, you look different than me? I heard a creator saying that American states are similar to like African countries in size and quantity. Absolutely not. The continent of Africa is the most ethnically and genetically diverse place on the planet. The genetic diversity between a country like Cameroon and Morocco, and then trying to say that that's the difference between Georgia and Alabama, please stop talking. So if you don't have some degree in like phenotypic anthropology of the sub-Saharan African region, I just need you to sit down. I mean, I don't have that. But this notion that we somehow have to phenotypically differentiate ourselves from Africans just sounds like white supremacy to me. And I know not everything has to be that, but it's just like, why do we care? And what is the primary difference a lot of us are talking about? It's just giving that you want to rely on that 20% admixture to somehow make you different, as opposed to find ways to be the same. Because for you, maybe unconsciously, what would it mean to be similar to folks from the continent of Africa? And why wouldn't you be proud of that and want to find additional ways in which you were connected and related to folks from, let's say, Ghana? Because I'm all for embracing difference, right, and loving it. But when I hear a lot of these conversations, I'm not getting embracing the difference. I'm getting unconscious hierarchy. And some of that may stem from trauma, from this feeling of forced alienation a lot of Black Americans of the diaspora have experienced, from the built-in prejudices of Africans and Blackness in our country, the self-hate that we have about being African and being descendant of slaves. Because I know things have changed, but when I was in junior high and high school, everybody was talking about their white great-grandma and their Indian great-grandma. Everybody was trying to be anything but Black. And I'm just saying, my people are from Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, and I love it. I would love to look like some of the people from those countries. There is beauty and value within every single ethnic group on this planet. You don't have to deny entire swaths of your ancestry to feel worthy. You are beautiful just the way you are.
What's so bad about having African descent? My nigga, you're not Cherokee. Like, this whole FBA movement, I know I'm gonna get some hate, but bro, it's so stupid to me. We sitting here arguing about who African and who not. My nigga, they look at us the same way. This is exactly what they want to continue to divide us, bro. The more we argue with each other, we not arguing at the real goddamn,
Oh yeah, guys, for many generations, the African diaspora has been shaped by migration. The African diaspora has been shaped by slavery. The African diaspora has been shaped by colonization and identity struggles. Because of this, people in different regions may look different due to cultural blending, due to environment and also history. But does this really define who we are? Or is this just a distraction from the real issues we should be focusing on? Yeah, so we have got here the voices of Black Americans. Many Black Americans are now speaking up. Many are saying this debate is pointless. They argue that obsessing over appearances only creates unnecessary tension between Africans and Black Americans. Instead, they call for unity. They are calling for solidarity and cultural exchange that strengthens both communities. Yes, so why are we debating who looks like who? That doesn't solve poverty. It doesn't fight racism. It doesn't bring us closer together. Just as we have heard from these speakers, we should be talking about building each other up, not tearing each other down. And that one they have told us also in these clips. So why is the debate asinine? Appearance is shaped by genetics. Appearance is shaped by environment and history, things we cannot control. To reduce identity and heritage to physical resemblance is not only shallow, but also divisive. What truly matters is our shared history, our shared culture, and the struggles we face together as people of African descent across the world. Yes, so people are calling for unity, that instead of division, Black Americans are encouraging everyone in the diaspora to focus on unity. Everyone in the diaspora to focus on collaboration and building bridges, whether in Africa, whether in the Caribbean, or in the European countries or America. We all face systemic challenges. The solution is not in comparing looks. It's in working together for economic empowerment and also for cultural pride and political strength. Yes, so whether or not Black Americans look like Africans, that's an asinine debate. What truly matters is unity over division. progress over petty arguments, and solidarity over separation. The question we should really be asking is, how do we build a stronger bond across the African diaspora? That is the question that we should be asking ourselves, that how do we build a stronger bond across the African diaspora? Yes, so guys, if you believe unity is the way forward, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Yeah, of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. This video is meant for educational purposes and commentary purposes as well. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments. What do you think? Is this debate pointless, or is there value in it? Let me know your thoughts kindly in the comment section. Peace be with you.